Hey, what's up guys, I'm BJO. Finally, the Apple event is here. Fine, what do we expect with this event? Quite a lot actually. So also I have chapters down below, so if you want to just watch the part that you're interested, so you can just watch that. So let's go. I personally have thoughts about this post, so you can watch this event at apple.com or at Apple TV. Also I think it will be on YouTube, but Apple didn't mention it officially on the website or the YouTube itself, so I just don't know. But hey, never mind, it is available at the apple.com, so just watch it there if you need to watch it. But I'll just still watch it at apple.com, but if it's available at the YouTube, I'll watch it there. Now let's move on. What we can expect with this new post? So there is a lot, not a lot, there's two hints that I found it personally, so let me explain. So the first hint is the glowing Apple logo. So have you ever seen the glowing Apple logo ever before with the oldest Apple products? Well, it is available on the new MacBook 16-inch MacBook Pro. So yeah, we expected that it will have a glowing Apple logo on the new 16-inch MacBook Pro with the new processor. We'll talk about it in a bit. But hey, we'll expect it that it will have a throwback from the oldest MacBook Pros, which has a glowing Apple logo behind. So we expected that the new 16-inch MacBook Pro will also have it. Like on the iMac, we have a G3 color options. This is the colorful iMac. Apple will just do a throwback again with the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. So let's see. And also, can you see any differences? Well, right now, yeah, there is a difference. So between the background and the middle of the Apple logo, so there is a bit different. So the middle of the Apple logo, the picture is even more brighter compared to the bigger background. So it has a couple of rumors that Apple's new iPhone has a good low light performance and a low light capability sensors. So it is expected that we'll have all of this with the new iPhone. Talking about iPhone, let's talk about it. Fine. Let's see what is really expected this time with the iPhone 13. So you heard me right, the iPhone 13. So that is the expected name with the new iPhone. So the iPhone 13. So the iPhone 13 has possibilities to have a LTPO panel for enabling the smoother animation with the 120Hz and also the always on display. So this technology is not new to Apple because they've done it with the Series 6 Apple Watches. So it is not new to Apple. So Apple is just crazy with this new innovation. So we are just expecting that Apple has a 120Hz or 90Hz. It will be much better comparing to the 60Hz. So we're just expecting that it will have a LTPO panel to enable, as mentioned, the always on display and also the 120Hz. So this time we really have the possibilities with these things if the ghost listeners who watch our videos and take notes and just explain it to Apple and just make it happen. So if you're just listening, also just make it happen with the next generations of products, maybe the iPhone 14 or anything. So also for the iPhone 13 series we have a diagonal camera design, and for the iPhone Pro series we have a huge design change. Actually not, it doesn't have a huge design change except the huge camera bump because of the huge sensors. Because you have a huge sensor, you need to have it because to give a great low light performance you need a huge camera, right? So yeah, Apple, please do it. It just will be great and phenomenal. And the diagonal camera design is not fixed, it's just a rumor until now. Let's see. Also, if they have planned to give the new iPhone a huge sensor, so it will consume a lot of space and it will be much bigger. So I just don't know how the Apple managing to have the phone not rocking on this flat surface. So it's kind of crazy if the smartphone is going to be bigger and larger, so it have a low possibilities to shake on the table. But if it's small and it's thin, it will have a higher possibilities to rock on its flat surface, which is a bummer and it's just not great. So let's see how Apple will just impress us with the new iPhone 13. Also, the display, as mentioned, has a 120Hz always on display, and also it has a smaller notch. Yes, physically smaller notch, but it still have one, but this physically smaller notch will be less distraction while using the screen, while watching the videos, while swiping through Instagram or Twitter. So it is great without just having a huge notch in front of you, just saying hi, like hi, I'm here. So it will be not great, right? So Apple, if it done it a small notch with this time, it will be phenomenal, it will be great, and also the performance with the A15 Bionic chip will be much more greater than ever, which is comparable, which is compatible to the Snapdragon 888 Plus, which is the newer chipset. So let's see what the competition will be at the future or after this Apple event. It will be fun. Wait a sec, before going to that, this is a spoiler alert that we are just going to touch a bit of a part about the iPhone 14. So this is just the touch, not going to explain the video a lot, just for the iOS, no, not iOS, so for the iPhone 14. So this is just the overkill or just the overthinking about the new product, just didn't even know about the iPhone 13. So it's just the overthinking, just the advanced thing. So if you just want to skip it, just skip it, but just see this iOS 14 rumor picture. Wow, isn't that great? Like, wow. So this the rumor picture from John Prosser. Like, it is great, right? So I don't think it will happen soon from Apple, but it's just really great to see that Apple, if it done this kind of a thing, it will be, oh my god, it will just be like crazy. So let's see. Apart from iPhone 13, we are expecting the new Apple Watch. Yeah, the new Apple Watch Series 7. So this one doesn't have a huge design change or doesn't have a huge performance or doesn't have a crazy changes except the screen. So the new Series 7 has a bigger screen, a larger screen, not all over the edges. So it's just a bit bigger, and also the performance, and it will have a expected that it will have a new sensor. Also the performance will be great. So just this kind of smaller things, not a lot. And I just wondering that if the Series 6 bands will fit to the Series 7 watches, or it won't fit, you just need to pay a $50 to buy a new band. I just don't know, but if it happens, it will be terrible, because why you just need to buy a Series 7, because it's just not even a year until the Series 6 watch is been launched. So I'm just really thinking about how Apple is just going to make this event happen. Like, it will be crazy, right? Because Apple events will be much crazier than you think. So I'm just so curious to watch the event on the apple.com. Let's wait. Let's end the video. So the last one, the iPad and the 16-inch MacBook Pro. So as named, the 16-inch MacBook Pro have a 16-inch larger display with the higher resolution of 4K or even more. So we just didn't know exactly, because come on, this expectation. Apple only the one who knows what they are just going to unveil on this new event, which is less than a week. So let's wait, and I'll just do a review about it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that when it's out. So let's move on. So the new 16-inch MacBook Pro will have a newer chipset, or just a slightly improved with more cores and more threads and more gigahertz. So it will just boost up the performance than the 13-inch MacBook Pro. And also the name of the new chipset, it will be expected that M1X or the M1, just as the MacBook Pro 13-inch. So it is so confusing that why just Apple need to name it separately, like M1X for the 16-inch and just M1 for the 13-inch. So that doesn't have a higher chance to just happen, but let's just expect. The last one of this video, the iPad. So the iPad also is just a small expectation that a new series with the iPad mini. So the iPad mini lineup or the iPad Air lineup will have a new member with a slightly smaller display, 8.5 inch or the 8.3 inch display. So also the home button will just be disappear with this. So they're just replacing with the side mounted fingerprint sensor. Still has a touch ID, but it is not covering up the space with the screen. So we expected that it will have the same full screen display as the iPad Air, which is a great news. Also it still have a 60Hz display, not a LTPO panel for that smoother animations, and also for the always on display. So that's all with the rumors and expectation with this event. So hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you just have a good idea about the new Apple event, which is in less than a week. So make sure you subscribe. That's pretty much it, and I catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.